24 years old. He's a former Mexican Olympian. He's undefeated and ready for his first World Championship fight. Ironically, Al, it's against a very close friend.
It is indeed. You know, in the amateurs, he and Yanni Perez roomed together, even as rivals. And in fact, Mares won 2 of the 3 meetings between the 2 men. But it was Mares' dad, Ismael Mares, who co-managed and still co-manages Yanni Perez and helped him get established here in the country. I don't remember a time when there was a manager who was a co-manager of both fighters in the same fight.
Me either, Al. And as a fighter, you have to raise questions there. You know, who is this manager truly pulling for tonight? Anyway, with Mares, he's a young fighter that had to overcome serious eye injuries to get this opportunity tonight. He says in the fighter meeting that he can see better than 20/20 in the damaged eye. Can this young fighter see his way to a title tonight?
Mares enters the ring also with a new trainer, no longer under the tutelage of Nacho Beristain. This is his 3rd fight with Joel Diaz.
Yeah, Joel Diaz, who our fans know as the trainer of Timothy Bradley. And Nacho Beristain did not like the move that Mares made when he went to Frank Espinoza as his manager. Nacho bowed out and he said, I just can't continue. And Joel Diaz, who of course is a very fine trainer, you see him there, stepped in.
Gus Johnson, Al Bernstein, and the 4-time world champion Antonio Magic Man Tarver with you from Staples Center in Los Angeles. The champion, 26-year-old Yanni Perez, has traveled a long and hard road all the way from Cartagena, Colombia to get here. Yes, he's fighting his close friend. Yes, he's fighting his co-manager's son. But he told us there is no way that Mares will take his title. In fact, according to Perez, the only thing that will happen tonight is that his co-manager's son is going to get hurt.
Yeah, and in truth, we should say that Ismael Mares is not exactly an active co-manager with Perez, but nevertheless he is listed as that. And you know, Perez comes into this fight with a lot of confidence. He had a phenomenal win in his last fight against Joseph Akbeko, and before that beat Silence Mabuza in South Africa, where Mabuza lived. So this is a 31-year-old who is very confident in what he's accomplished lately.
And he has every reason to be, Al. He's proven that he is a champion, even though he's in a complicated situation right now. He's always felt that this fight, him and Mares was on a collision course, but he just didn't think of being his first championship defense. You know, he's really focused tonight, and he's going to make somebody pay, the manager or his son.
Or maybe both. So the champion enters the ring. Yanni Perez with the close relationship with Mares. They fought 3 times in the amateurs. But Perez feels that those fights really don't count. The professional ones do. And we are ready for the tale of the tape. Scheduled for 12 rounds for the IBF Bantamweight title.
The age, of course, different. Perez got a late start as a professional. We'll explain all that later. He also has a height and reach advantage. And his handler, as Danny Zamora and his camp, feel that he's got to use that height and reach and box from the outside. He didn't do it against Akbeko, but still won the fight.
And the rules for the fight.
Now, these are the unified rules that you're used to seeing. No standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. The referee or doctor can stop the fight. Can't be saved by the bell in any round. And if there was a clash of heads or some other foul that caused the fight to be ended before the end of the 4th round, it would be no decision. After that, they would go to the scorecards.
So 31-year-old champion Yanni Perez prepares to take on his good friend, 24-year-old challenger Abner Mares. Let's go inside the ring and Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to Staples Center here in Los Angeles, California, as we have a big night of action in store for you. And at this time, we present a World Championship attraction brought to you by Gary Shaw Productions and Thompson Boxing Promotions in association with Golden Boy Promotions, Espinosa Promotions, Tecate, Cerveza con Carácter, and Showtime. This bout is sanctioned by the International Boxing Federation, the President Marian Muhammad, Supervisor Larry Hazard, along with the California State Athletic Commission. Introducing to you our judges scoring this bout from ringside. From California, Gwen Adair. Also from California, Hall of Famer Marty Denkin. And from New Jersey, Eugenia Williams. Introducing our third man of the ring, our referee in charge of this bout, Wayne Hedgepeth. All right, fans, here we go with a battle of the undefeated. 12 rounds of boxing for the IBF Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing to you first, the challenger on my left, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trunks with green and red trim, hailing from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Colonia Hermosa, Provincia. He weighed in at a trim and ready 116 3/4 pounds. He is undefeated in his campaign in the ring with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the 2004 Olympian and currently ranked the IBF #6 World Bantamweight contender, introducing Abner Mares. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion on my right, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trunks trimmed to the colors of the Colombian flag. Fighting out of Santa Fe Springs, California, by way of Cartagena, Colombia. He weighed in at 117 1/2 pounds. His record, 20 wins, no losses, 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, making the first defense of his title, please welcome the undefeated IBF Bantamweight Champion of the world, introducing El Colombiano, Perez. Once again, our referee in charge, now to give instructions, Wayne Hedgepeth.
All right, you fighters, receive your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times, and above all, obey my commands at all times. Touch them up and go back to your corner.
All right, we are ready for 12 rounds of boxing. Abner Mares, he says, I'm a good boxer with a decent punch, but I'm slick, I'm quick. On the other side, the champion Perez, he told us Mares will not be able to keep up with me. I'm too well conditioned and I'm too hungry to maintain what I have. Here we go, the first round.
One of the things to look for early is how aggressive will Mares be, and is his hand speed really better than Perez? He's convinced it is, so we'll look for signs of that.
And one thing for sure, Antonio, Perez will look to be aggressive in this fight. He normally comes forward.
Yeah, he's definitely an aggressive boxer, puncher, counter puncher. I mean, he has all the tools. And what stood out to me was that the crowd was behind him already, and that can be big in this fight.
And as you mentioned, Al, Perez coming off that victory over Ekbeko, in which turned out to be a slugfest. He won a unanimous decision.
Great exchanges here. They're trading left hooks. That's not the best thing for Abner Mares to do, even though Mares has been very effective to the body. Perez has a tremendous left hook, but Abner Mares' hand speed is making a so far in this first round.
Abner Mares telling us, yes, he knows Perez is strong and well-conditioned, but he's the same old Yanni from the amateurs. I beat him twice on 3 occasions then. I'm going to beat him tonight, and now he's really starting to push through with that straight right hand. Mares backing up now. First part of the first round, very aggressive, moving forward. And you're going to see these two change from time to time, becoming Matador and Bull. Nice action there by Mares.
Oh yeah, neither fighter is going to have to look for the other. They're going to be right there in close quarters, and they're going to let it go tonight. I think this fight is heating up, and it could be something very special before it's over.
Both men have done very good body work with the left hooks here, especially Mares.
45 seconds remaining in the first round, scheduled for 12. The IBF Bantamweight Championship of the world. Two close friends, amateur roommates, in the ring fighting for a world title a lot earlier than they both expected. Right hand by Mares as he puts his punches together. He's got Perez on his heels as he steps off the ropes. Another nice left hook. Mares really turning over his punches in the first round, and they're banging early, folks, here in LA. And let's go to the keys to victory.
Well, you know, for Mares, normally if you stand right in front of Perez, he'll eat you up. Not tonight. He wants to use angles. He hasn't done it a lot, but he's been effective. And you can't forget defense. Sometimes he forgets defense when he's attacking and flurrying. You can't do that tonight. Volume of punches is important. He feels he has the edge. Enhanced speed combination punching will highlight that. For Perez, Mares is in his first big fight as a pro. I think Perez wanted to make a statement earlier. I don't know that he did. And Perez can't use his left hook wildly, which sometimes he tends to do. And just like Mares, Perez has to be busy with combinations. That's his game. Abner Mares getting to Perez with the combinations. We talked about the combination punching. It's Mares who had the edge in that in round 1, and there was a graphic example.
Round 2 scheduled for 12. The IBF Bantamweight Championship. Yanni Perez in black, the champion. Abner Mares in white and green, the challenger. Mares, very concise in the first round. Lands another left hook. That right hand blocked by Perez. Now on the ropes. Perez fighting off the ropes. And Mares told us that one of the keys for him is to be in shape. Yanni is strong. He's in great condition, throws a lot of punches, but I'm faster. My speed should overpower his aggressiveness.
And in the first round, that was definitely the ticket. The speed was what got Yanni Perez a little bit off balance and shaking up with the speed. He couldn't really adjust to it.
Perez has yet to land a real thunderous left hook. Boy, there's those combinations by Mares. You see Perez trying to counter with the hook. It's just not getting there.
And Al, all of the experts ringside all week long have said that this fight could be just as good or the beginning of a Vasquez-Marquez type series.
Yeah, obviously these fighters have to prove that in the ring, but we knew that it would be a good fight, and already it's proving to be that. It's going to be like this though, as long as it lasts.
Mares on his toes. He's fought going forward and backwards early on here. What's the key for Yanni Perez, champ?
I think he's going to have to sit down on some counter punches. He's going to have to, get up under some of those shots and come up top from the body to the top with some serious counter punches. That's the only way he's going to be able to land that thunderous left hook that I think he's capable of.
Now, beautiful right hand. Right on the chin by Perez. And that'll make Mares tie him up for the first time.
And, you know, Mares, we talked about the fact he hasn't faced this kind of opposition yet. So for him to get off to a good start in this fight is important. But we see signs here in round 2 of Perez kind of getting his footing a little bit more in this fight.
Mares actually took a tune-up fight out to get ready for this one.
Yeah, and it made people very nervous. He would have been off a long, long time if he had not taken it. Since August of last year, he took it in March and luckily got through without any clash of heads or anything and won the fight.
Nice left hook by